So 2026 is here, and I know many of you are thinking about switching the careers, breaking into the IT, or maybe getting that salary jump, or honestly just flexing a Microsoft badge on the LinkedIn. Now, whatever your reasons are, AZ-900 is still one of the most common starting points for Microsoft Azure. But here is the biggest mistake that most of the people are making, and they are studying the outdated material because yes, Microsoft is updating the AZ-900. First of all, identity access and security section, and here expect the updated wording and the stronger emphasis on the zero trust security model. Then you should also focus on Microsoft Entra ID. I hope many of you know that it was formerly called as Microsoft or Azure AD earlier. Now, this is not just theory anymore. Microsoft wants their candidates to recognize modern security thinking. So that is what you need to focus on when you're studying for the identity access security section. Moving on to the next section, that we have manage and deployment tools. But before that, I want to say, my friends, in case you're starting with Microsoft Azure, in case you have started to prepare for the AZ-900 with the most updated syllabus that will cover everything on Microsoft Azure. For now, let's jump on to the management and the deployment tools. That's the second section that is getting minor changes. And here you will be seeing refinements around Azure Portal. You'll be also seeing changes around PowerShell, Azure CLI, ARM templates, and GitHub Actions integration. What does that mean for you? Well, Microsoft Azure, my friends, is not just cloud anymore. Microsoft Azure is cloud plus the DevOps awareness. Now let me give you a more detailed section-wise description. What are the content for each section? Starting with the section Describe Cloud Concepts. This is 25 to 30% of the entire exam, AZ-900. And this section, it actually focuses on the fundamental principles of the cloud computing and the different ways the cloud computing can be delivered. So cloud computing definition that you should know. The candidates must understand the shared responsibility model. So the shared responsibility model, my friends, it actually defines the security obligations of the provider versus the customer. So what is that Microsoft Azure is responsible, and what is that as a customer you are responsible when you're dealing with Microsoft Azure. It also covers the cloud models, for example, private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud, and also consumption based models, comparing it against the traditional pricing model. So I'm sure that you must have heard about the pay-as-you-go pricing model. That's a very important concept you have to learn. Now, what are the benefits of the cloud services? This is of course one key topic here, and you have to learn about the advantages of high availability, scalability, reliability, and predictability. And this section also covers how the cloud enhances the security, governance, and manageability. Then you should also focus on cloud services type, and this section includes describing and identifying the use cases for the infrastructure as a service, which is also known as IaaS. Then we have platform as a service, known as PaaS, and then we have software as a service, which is also known as SaaS or SaaS. Now the second section, which is very important in this Microsoft AZ-900, is describe Azure architecture and services. Please mind that with every section, Microsoft is saying describe. So you should be able to describe these concepts. You should be able to understand on a high level what are these concepts. As I said, you don't have to go for the architect or dev level. Now this is the largest portion of the exam. It covers the physical and the logical infrastructure of the Azure platform, and it covers the core architectural components, and you should be focusing on the global infrastructure, including Microsoft Azure regions, availability zones, or data center and data centers. Then it also covers the hierarchy of the resources, ranging from the resource groups and subscription to the management group. This question and this concept, you will definitely get some questions in the AZ-900. The relation between the resource group, subscription, management group, the hierarchy of the same, very important section. Then you should also understand the compute and the networking. So the candidates must be able to compare compute types, for example, virtual machines, containers, and serverless functions. Now the networking topics, they include virtual networks, which are also known as VNets, subnets, DNS, VPN gateways, and express route. I think this is one section that really confuses many people, but for now you should be just able to identify or describe. Later, or the details come in the next exam, maybe AZ-104 is when you read about that. Intricacies will come in that exam. Then of course you should focus on the storage services. This includes comparing storage tiers, redundancy options, and the tools for moving the data such as AZ Copy and Azure Data Box. That's the section you should focus on. Lastly, in this section, I would say identity, access, and security. And here the core topics include Microsoft Entra ID, authentication methods like SSO, MFA, or passwordless. And then you should also understand security frameworks like Zero Trust and Defense in depth. It also covers the Microsoft Defender for the cloud and role-based access control, which is also known as RBAC. Now the third section is describe Azure management and governance, and this one is 30-35% of the total exam. Now this section, it addresses the tools and the features used to manage the cost, compliance, and resource deployment. That is what this entire section deals in. And the topics will include the factors that impact the Azure cost, the use of the pricing calculator that you should know, the purpose of the tags for the resource organization. And I can tell you that few questions will definitely be there from the pricing calculator and Azure tags. Then we have governance and compliance, and this will cover the tools like Azure policies, resource logs, and Microsoft Purview for the data governance. And then we have the section that is called management and deployment. So the candidates are tested on their knowledge for the Azure portal. You'll be also tested on the Azure Cloud Shell, CLI, and PowerShell, infrastructure as a code like Azure Resource Manager or ARM templates. Very important section looking from the AZ-900 real exam. Then we have monitoring. This involves describing the purpose of Azure Advisor, Azure Service Health, and Azure Monitor, including the log analytics and application insights. And you know what, friends, many of you will be really confused between Azure Advisor and Azure Monitor. So I have taken so many questions in my 765 AZ-900 question and answer series. Please go ahead, watch that so that you really understand the intricacies and the differences between these two very confusing services. The summary of the skills measured is, first of all, we have the cloud concept. Here we have shared responsibility model, cloud models, public, private, hybrid, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, and the cloud benefits like scalability. Then we have Azure architecture and services. And here you must focus on the regions, availability zones, virtual machine, containers, VNets, storage tiers, Microsoft Entra ID, and the Zero Trust policy. Lastly, we have Azure management and governance. Here you have to focus on Azure pricing calculator, Azure policy, ARM templates, Azure portal, and Azure monitor. And links to all the documentation, exam retake policy, exam waiver, Microsoft Azure Fundamentals syllabus, everything is given in the description box and in the pinned comment. Please make the best use of it. And yes, please like the video, share the videos with people who are starting for the Microsoft Azure, and also subscribe, as we are going to start a brand new series on AZ-900 Azure Fundamentals with the most updated syllabus you will find on internet or YouTube world. And that's all for today. I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay fit, keep learning, and thanks for watching.